The Bible tells us to love your enemies, do good to those who hate you. And even though it says this, that's one of the hardest things to do as a Christian is to love somebody who's wronged you, to love somebody who hates you as much as you love somebody who like is your loved one, like a family, friend, whatever. And one of the things I've talked about on this channel before is in order to love like Jesus, you gotta love someone like Judas. And I'm going to read you guys part of a passage from Luke chapter 5 that, really helped me put things into perspective. It starts in verse 32. If you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good to those who are good to you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners do that. And if you lend to those whom you expect repayment, what credit is that to you? Because even sinners lend to sinners, expecting to be repaid in full. But love your enemies, do good to them, and lend to them without expecting to get anything back. Then your reward will be great, and you will be children of the Most High, because he is kind to the ungrateful and wicked. Be merciful, just as your Father is merciful. And, God is really convicting. Like, he's convicted me even reading that, and he's convicting a lot of us here we're called to be greater than how our enemies and people who wrong us like to think, and not to be like them. Like it says right here that sinners love the people who love them, and sinners do good for those who do good for them. And that's exactly what we do, but he's telling us to do good for those who don't do good for us, to love those who may not even love us, because we're called for something greater. We're called to be merciful and forgiving, just as our Father has been to us. And that requires for us to set our pride aside and be the bigger person, even as tough as that could be, to push that aside and to live in God's image right here and to love somebody like Judas.